I am Lady Norman. Yeah, I'm going to ramble and speculate a bit about Lifeline Crisis Line. I kind of climbed a hill, like, kind of like Mount Bonell or Bunel. I don't know how to pronounce it because I'm never sure with U.S. place names after being to Haverhill and Worcester, which are spelled like Haverhill and Worcester. Anyway, I'm on a hill, one of the farthest back hills in Fort Anne in Annapolis Valley, Annapolis Royal, Nova Scotia. It's a historic military fort used by the English and French. Anyway, it's a lot of hills, so I guess that's kind of fitting. Yeah, I should preface this, like there might be spoilers for Lifeline Silent Night, original Lifeline, and Lifeline Whiteout. I've never played 2 yet. I'm saving it for Evolving Distraction because it seems less connected to the other games. Like I only played Whiteout because the Lifeline Twitter account had that you needed to have played Silent Night first, so I thought it might be connected. So, but I would have saved Lifeline Whiteout for an Evolving Distraction later on if I need it. But anyway, I also should preface this by I do have a beta copy of Crisis Line. I haven't played it. I don't have intentions of playing it till release, except for maybe August 26th because I have some stressful things and I might really want a comforting Lifeline game. So the sun's really in my eyes, so I'm sorry if I'm squinting. Yeah, I got it from the Google Play Store. I sometimes search like Lifeline and just to see the reviews and how people are interpreting the characters and stuff, because I really enjoy reading like someone connecting with a character that I've connected with or whatnot. And I also, one of my favorite things about the Lifeline community is the different interpretations of the different characters, especially Taylor, like because everyone's Taylor is different because Taylor's so ambiguous. But yeah, so I seen on the 3-minute games early access in the app logo for Crisis Line. I had to pay for it. It was under $4 Canadian, but I think it was like $3.30 something or $3.80, 84 or something like that. Anyway, yeah. So I downloaded it. I didn't really intend to play it even when I downloaded it, but I figured if I changed my mind later, it probably would be gone like, you know, a dandelion seed puff. Just poof. So I downloaded it. I haven't played it. I probably won't be playing it, like, again. I'm really enjoying the lead up, that's the thing. Like, I didn't get to experience that with the other games, because they didn't really have that up until Whiteout. Like even Silent Night, it was just like an announcement on the Twitter page. That was actually my first time seeing anything with the Twitter account. Yeah, so like even with Whiteout, I didn't have that build up so much because I got it early. I didn't even know it was. I had gotten an early copy of it before release, like about 2 weeks before release, because I thought it had just been released early and I wasn't paying attention because I don't always check my timeline, like my Twitter timeline. But I did get to enjoy, you know, Lifeline, the Whiteout Blackout, so that was good. But no, so I'm just really enjoying, you know, like the trailers, the other people's speculations and everything like that. So yeah, so I'm sorry if that's like an insult to people that actually would really want to play it and then I have it and I'm not playing it. But yeah, I just love the community so much and I love the build up and whatnot. Anyway, yes. So someone cracked the codes in the Discord chat, which I didn't join. But apparently I am Solar Flare, I think that's the username. Posted it to Google Documents and had the results of people cracking the cipher, which was something like, oh, God. And I can't check it because I'm recording off my phone. Yeah, it was like a avert your eyes, do not open the box, for gaze upon Viridian death, or something like that. Which, Viridian, you know, green, probably the occupiers. I call them the occupiers, they're the greens. Yeah, just... So, that could be a hint to something in the game, like a clue, you know, not to do something. But the thing is, like in the occupier themed games, like Whiteout's not really, it's, you know, but it is an occupier theme, like not the greens occupier. Yeah, it might just be, you know, like just the general warning, do not look in the eyes of the greens, like, you know, which seems to be the theme. Anyway, the second trailer with the help thing, maybe if I had played, Anna really wanted me to play, but I didn't know, maybe I wouldn't have this antagonistic feeling towards HelpBot. But I really did not enjoy HelpBot from the trail and from the second trailer. I'm trying to be, you know, PG general audience with this, but I kind of have unkind words to say about HelpBot. Yeah. But the thing is, like, even with the trail, the HelpBot, it was, you have volunteered a person to help, not, like, you have volunteered to help a person. And it seemed kind of glitchy as well, but it kind of grated at me, the empathy rating, but anyway, we seem to have gotten a medium empathy rating all the way through, except for someone kind of low, because they're like, oh yeah, I'll just leave you to die. Which is alright with me, because I'm just lawful neutral in my alignment, usually. Yeah, HelpBot, hopefully I will not be this disliking of HelpBot. But yeah, there seems to be a speculation like Charlotte Momoe, if I'm pronouncing that right, and Tamara Plox were discussing, and I think other people in that line, but that's just who I remember replying to, had that they wondered if HelpBot was like a training thing from the Greens to see how humans would react to things, which kind of, but the thing is, we just had Whiteout, which kind of, our communication was used as a test in that, so it seems kind of not fair to have that as a plot point again, just after. And also the sun's really nice, so I do apologize again for squinting. But it seems like, because in Whiteout, spoilers, you know, Whiteout, the reason you were chosen for communication was because you were vetted as, just an order, like, it wanted to be an unconnected person to the experiment that would interact with V. Adams, to see how he would react to things, because the point was the doctor wanted to use him as a host body, and wanted to make sure his synapses and everything was working correctly. Yeah, my ending, ending was, Blue and Adams escaped, and Adams still owes me a drink. But yes, so it seems kind of unfair if that was the plot point they went with the HelpBot thing, that HelpBot was also using your communication as a form of training, like, for something, or an experiment. But also, like, until, like, Carlos has said that it was a connection with an actual person. For that, my theory was that we weren't even talking to Jason Leader, I'm going to say Leader, at all, that he was already dead, because the whole tagline was, who killed Jason Leader? And so that was my opinion was that he was already dead. Who we were talking to was just the HelpBot, because there was a time when the HelpBot said, like, I think, you know, Jason appreciates your help or something like that. It corrected itself from I to Jason. But the thing is, if it was just a like with the HelpBot simulation, it wouldn't even have to be at the location. It could just be describing, you know, like playing out. So, yeah, but no, or it's connected to a person, who knows what's going on then. But yeah, it was a dark rendition. Yeah, the whole what happened, Jason didn't seem completely there, like, through the whole thing. There was some questions that he completely ignored, some things, and he seemed to be more, like, he didn't seem aware of the danger or whatnot, like going, like doing like the horror movie cliche. But there was things like, he found the sunglasses, like, oh, I found a free pair of sunglasses at the top when he got to the top of the hill. But he would never, like, there was only one time, it was like, I don't have my sunglasses with me. Like, so many people, even me, were like, put the sunglasses on, like, to protect your eyes from the greens. But he, like, it just completely ignored that. And there was so many that it couldn't have been, like, a coincidence. Like, couldn't just been, like, not catching one question or whatnot. But why even say he found the sunglasses if it wasn't something that could be pointed out on? But that's, again, why I don't know if it was a simulation or viewing events that had already happened or whatnot, because there was, like, the plot, there was things that might have changed how the outcome had occurred, but he couldn't see it or couldn't do it. So that's why I'm wondering if it's, you know, not something we could have really affected. More see how he would react, but there's nothing we could do to change the outcome. And also towards the end it got really trippy. Like, parts happened, like, she took his phone, but he had his phone, he was down, but he was running away, you know, the two different sides. It felt kind of like, where I'm into sci-fi things, it felt more like, you know, two timelines, like, being, like, mashed on each other, like, the different, like, almost, you know, like, the same time, but different branches out of that timeline. Yeah, also, so, yeah, that's what it felt like to me. But if it was the simulation, then, you know, it could have been the preferred outcome to what really happened. But the speculation is, to me anyway, that Jason is already dead. Whether he was dead when we spoke to him or what, who knows. He also saw someone else coming at the end, so maybe that's who we were connected with. Because Carlos did say it was a connection from an actual person, instead of just, you know, a device. But he didn't get back to me on if it was actually in Austin, Texas or not. Because again, simulation could be anywheres. But especially the HelpBot was, we had accepted it by actually answering the transmission. Like, it wasn't like a contract or thing. It was, you know, we'd already accepted it because we answered it, not knowing anything going on. And it wasn't like, again, it was volunteering someone to help. Like, wasn't we volunteered to help someone? So, like, are we the reason that Jason went through this, or what? yeah, the odds it was really messed up if the greens are on Earth. Like this is pretty much like again I haven't played Bloodlines, but this is pretty much the most specific location given in the game so far. Like, yeah, there's the moon, which I can't remember the name of offhandedly. It's like UA something. Anyway, that section of the universe and the ships, but they're not, you know, like, they're far away, you know, they're vague, far away, made up places, right? Like, but Austin, Texas is not a fictional place. So yeah, that's really, it's kind of messed up, but Carlos said in the live stream yesterday, the live stream, that it would be explained in a reveal or something. So there's that. But yeah, so what is this is just rambling speculation and whatnot. Like, also he said it was a detective story, but also with supernatural thriller elements. So maybe the woman was a ghost. But yeah, I might as well wrap this up because I think I've covered what's been released so far. Yeah, there's also the contest. I don't know if I'm, like, if it's just because I'm on a mobile device, but I just see the countdown and a bit of the background. Like, I can't see the eyes on the Lifeline page, like the 3-minute games Lifeline page, whatnot. And I just see the, like, I get to the countdown because I went to the link that was given out on the YouTube. And I just see the countdown, like, and it's 20 days, like, I thought there was supposed to be something starting today or something, I don't know. Yeah, I wonder what kind of contest that is. But anyway, regardless of what happened to Jason later, hopefully there'll be more, like, more detective. He spoke with his wife twice, so maybe that'll be one of the witnesses. Who knows if the person on the MH is Jason or the detective we're supposed to be interacting with. I'm also really excited that it lets you enter your name. My headcanon kind of was that I would have went my captain for them, just because it's my high school nickname. Like, it's from my best friend from high school. It means, it makes, and I get called it by other people I've met too, like, once they find out my nickname's Captain, and it really makes me feel thought of, so that's probably what I would have given, instead of giving Sarah, which is my name. Probably would have just given Captain, so that's what I would have probably put, as Captain, but it's really exciting. Yeah, I wonder how long it's going to be too. I was really disappointed with Whiteout, I figured it would take, especially where it was a newer game, I figured it would take more than I finished it in about a day and a half, without fast play or anything. Might have just been lucky. Like, I had Adams killed twice. Once he fell into a crevice, and another time he froze to death. Because I ran away from the wolves instead of trying to avoid them, and then I had him go one way and he fell in a crevice. But after that I didn't have any deaths, and I actually managed to do the end escape thing with, I was quite proud of myself that I chose the right answers and got him and Blue out of there. One of my friends had the horrible thing as she played him giving himself up to the doctor as a host. So I don't know if she was, I think the way she explained it was a mistake, but she felt so bad, but she didn't want to go back and do it in case of messing it up even more. But yeah, so it wasn't really Team Machine. That was another thing. When I played it, I only found it after about a day of playing it that I had gotten it early. So I decided to stay really mum on it and not really post screenshots or anything. I did post a few screenshots to Moby Picture, but they weren't like spoilery. They were just, you know, I'm so excited I met Blue. Yeah, when I was one of the first ones that tweeted the, you know, like, what team are you on? And I tweeted Team Human, and I replied to it like, down with Team Occupier. Because again, we didn't even know that it wasn't going to be Greens themed. I'm also excited that apparently it's going to work with screen readers, which it made me feel really bad that some people could not play Whiteout because they're blind. And like, I even noticed with BlueStacks 2 that I use for an emulator that I recorded like the epilogue with and whatnot, that you couldn't rotate it to make it bigger, like to fill the screen. You had to like look at it like from that and record from that size, because once you tried to flip it, the game would crash. But Lifeline and Lifeline Silent Night did not have that issue. So hopefully they went back to more of that easiness of accessing the game's text for things and whatnot, instead of the more stylized Whiteout. I'm also hoping it scrolls better than Whiteout, and also it plays Whiteout. It didn't play more like real time. Like with Lifeline and Lifeline Silent Night, I could read the text as it was being said, but with that, it sometimes traveled too fast. It traveled like I was playing fast play, even when I wasn't. Like, even before I'd even unlocked an ending where I could unlock fast play, it just went too fast. So hopefully it's more natural feeling. It felt more like expounding narrative instead of, you know, like, it felt like it was in a hurry to get the narrative out instead of, you know, why we play Lifeline games. But yeah, anyway, this is just a rambling speculation video. Probably nothing new's been covered, whatnot. I just wanted to get out there because I'm really excited for the game. Anyway, no editing or anything because, again, I'm recording this on my Galaxy S5 on my tripod. So, yeah, ciao.